Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Project Zomboid. Well, we've done a little sweep of this area here, and we've got ourselves some juicy goodies. We've picked out plenty of food, actually, and we got some miscellaneous kits, some more shotgun shells. Yeah, all very useful items. You know, we're just taking a spin down here. I knew there was another house around here somewhere. It's just down the road here. There's a fair few of them down here as well, isn't there? So let's not try and hit any of these because try to keep our car in decent shape. There's a good few around here, there is. This is going to be a job for the mighty Paddy the Axeman. Nicely done, Paddy. Taking names with your axe. It's just when you compare it with the swing speed of the other weapons, you just realise just how much of a benefit that Axeman trait is. It's a pretty decent sized house, isn't it? Well, we're coming down on our way back to relative safety. They're literally of no use to us, those long gloves. They really aren't. We're not going to bother with them. We can fit a few bits and pieces into our backpack. Get down. How dare you. How dare you mess with Paddy. The audacity of it, folks. Oh wow, they've added the animation in. Perfect. So you can just see these animations here in front of us, above the sink and below the sink and below the microwave. They've just kind of added a bit more of a used feel to some of the equipment. But that's brilliant. It's great to see. Just some, yeah, I like it. Just a little improvement on some of the graphics and whatnot. Yeah, I like it. Fair play to them. I thought there was a zombie in there. That's why I couldn't walk in. I was like, oh no. Talkie. Good for dismantling. These are pretty good for dismantling as well. In a dismantly type mood. I think we've got all of this. Yes, we do. Is this upstairs? I don't know why I'm whispering. Paddy in his little gown. He looks good. Yeah, we can get up there, Paddy. A few bits and pieces that we needed. Anything. Oh, lovely. Planes. Oh. We'll certainly have that. And we'll certainly have this as well. Oh, lovely. These were good finds, these two skill books. Magazines, whatever they are. I think we're okay. Oh, I never brought my thing with me, did I? We'll take that just to be sure. I'm not 100% we've got that book. Yeah, I'm not 100%. I'm not going to leave it to chance either. Do we need them? Pretty much all we need out of this house. We don't need much else in the way of medical equipment and whatnot. We've got plenty. Surprised none of them will start banging on the walls. Yeah, you can always do with some soap, can you? Right, let's finish up in here. We're done. It was just a house that was on our way. Well, kind of on our way. I says I might as well swing by it and see if there's any juicy goodies in it for us. But no such luck. A few useful items. Nothing major. Ooh, we did want to have a look in that garage, didn't we? But we're a little bit heavy at the minute. Oh, why not? We're here. We might as well do it. Paddy dishing out some punishment. Don't interrupt his looting extravaganza. You little SOB. We do want that. We want the gardening spray. That was one between the eyes. That'll do us. That's all we want. Right. Let's start making the relatively long journey home. It's only long because Paddy drives like an old woman. Isn't it, Paddy? Hey, jockey. Just randomly in the middle of nowhere. As you do. Stick that cruise control on. I was meant to do some digging into that actually. Did cruise control exist in, what year was this, 1994? I do have a question about that. Why 1994? I've never actually looked into it. Why 1994 for this event? Because I did have some thoughts myself about it. I was like, oh, I wonder did it tie in with a film, but thought something similar. Well, something similar, something different. Thought to myself, is it to do with Outbreak, anything like that? But I think Outbreak was 1995, so yeah, I can't think of any films that tied in with it really. I guess why 94? I think having more modern times would have been a little bit interesting. You know, you could think about things like having a tablet. You know, that could be your map and all this kind of stuff. GPS, all that good stuff. It just wasn't actually in existence back then or easily accessible. I don't know if there was commercially available GPS back then. I certainly know in Ireland there wasn't. We were still dependent on owl boys at the end of the road. You know, swing a left at Mary's house and then you'll find, you know, so and so. Oh, they're back. I wonder where they were all at. I'm just going to drag them down here a little bit. Keep them away from the road. Well, as much as you can. Just takes a bulk of them away there, doesn't it? Takes them a while to move, but at least they're off the road. And I don't run the risk of running into them. Now we dragged a fair few of them away. Yeah, they weren't there earlier, were they? They seem to just be moving between a cell, don't they? Oh well. They're not immediately threatening us, and they don't seem to be moving down in our general direction. We're still a fair distance away from them. But if they did come a knocking, we would certainly have a fight in our hands. I think it will be jump in the back of this wagon and get out of Dodge. Realistically, because there's not a hope we'd be able to deal with a mob that size. Not a hope in hell. Right, Paddy, can you get over that fence? You can, you big lug, you. You've come away with some juicy goodies here. Mainly buckets. We've got tons of them. As you've seen from my aptly named last episode, Bucket Heaven, we've done well on the bucket front. Putting money in the buckets. We've done well, and I think we fertilized these tomatoes, did we? Should be up at level 2. No, they're not. Let's get these fertilized. At least level 1. should be able to do the whole lot. I think. Oh no, is it 3 to a bag? I think it's 3 to a bag. No, it's not. It's 4 to a bag. For those of you out there, it's 4 to a bag. I think I heard a zombie out there. I think. Hello? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let's unpack that kettle as well and get it filled up. All about the water. So I am all about the water. Gardening spray is full. Now, why that is of any sort of relevance, it you can make your little mildew spray out of it. Only reason. Let's fill that kettle as well. Perfect. And dump said bucket, and we're in the business. I did tell myself in a few episodes back I need to stop collecting so much stuff that we don't need, because we've got tons of crap out there and it's literally just wasting storage space here at the ranch on unnecessary items. We're just a hoarder. He's a hoarder, Paddy. He needs this stuff. Now, interestingly, did I pick up that book? Did I need it? Farming for intermediaries. Yes, lucky ducky. Let's dismantle this radio. What else do we need to dismantle? CD player. Anything else in there that we need to dismantle? No. Let's get all this gear away though. It's just holding us back. Now, it comes in handy for repairing the generator. I know I've talked about it quite a few episodes back, but I actually don't think I've ever repaired a generator in the whole game. I don't think I've ever done it once. Maybe I'm just good at... I won't say that. I'd like to say I'm pretty decent at managing in this game, but I won't go that far. Lovely stuff. That's that container full. Let's get these dismantled. Why am I equipping that? Oh my god, what is going on? I'm so sorry. Let's get you dismantled as well. Electronic skill up. We don't want to get rid of anything else in here. Actually, we can get rid of everything in here apart from... Shoot. We don't want to put that away, and we don't want to put those bandages and magazine away. Everything else can go in here for the minute. Doing well on the shovel front as well. We've developed a healthy stock of shovels. Whatever a healthy stock of shovels may look like, we've got it. We have most certainly got it. Right. They can be boxed up. Let's dump them here with the rest of this kit. Yeah, we're doing well. Doing very well on the weapons front. Now, vinegar, it's an important tool later on in the game. It feeds my lovely... what? I'm having brain farts. It feeds my lovely addiction to jarring in the game. So it does. That's full. That's full. Ah, it is all there. Delete all. Perfect. Well, let's make some good use of it then. So we've read that. We can stick that back in there actually. what we want out of this bin is all the books that we've... But do we want... No, we're keeping these. There is a reason. If we start to run out of firewood, things like that, they're fantastic for burning. I knew there was a reason I was going to keep them. That is the reason. And let's get all our soap in here. Perfect. Bit of inventory management here, as always, has to be done. It wouldn't be an episode of Project Zomboid without inventory management. We don't need our shotgun at the minute. It's ready to rumble. We're not anticipating any major issues here at the minute. Oh, that's fine. I was wondering why it was so heavy. We've got this can or spray bottle with us in our inventory. And has that taken his weight down to a decent level? Still not. I'm gonna dump some of this gear out in here on the floor. Get rid of the torch. We're not in the midst of a zombie attack, so we don't need that machete. It's not a great weapon. Sorry, it is a great weapon. Just not great for what our strengths are based on. Yeah, I thought there was a one down here. She's near the graves as well, which is quite handy. You sound like a sweet lady. I'm sorry. She got stuck on her fork. God loves a trier. Take this, you dirty fork. What went up there? Axe skills, beaut. Look at that. It just makes you even it makes you even more reliant then on the weapon. The higher skill you go up, you just get obsessed with it because you're just a beast with it. And you end up just wearing the weapons out because you can just do basically one kill with an axe, and you know you're all singing and dancing. And in you go. Oh yes, we are indeed in bucket heaven, aren't we? Right, let's get these goods in here. Frozen peas that are rotten, a banana and a dead mouse. Nicely done, Paddy. These cooking pots are full. We're good. We're doing pretty good in the waterfront. Might actually have to start storing these somewhere different because we're trying to run out of space, really. Get all them away. Is there anything else for the kitchen? We've got our 2 bowls in here, don't we? Let's make that 4. And we'll stick one of them outside then as well. Anything that we need to stick in there, let's stick them in there anyway. They're kind of kitcheny. Need to chop anything up, and I suspect we won't have enough room to stick these in. Nope. Gonna have to use the old fridge. We've kind of been pretty neutral with you know what we found. Like, we're going out, we're using, you know, certain resources, fuel, food and whatnot to yeah, we didn't have many antibiotics, but we seem to be slowly gaining bits and pieces, which is good. No more for in there. Actually, that rant made absolutely 0 sense. What I mean is, when we go out, it costs us a certain amount of food and things like that to drive somewhere. And we seem to be doing alright. We're keeping it pretty neutral whilst gaining a fair bit of food. And I can tell that by looking in the cupboards. They're staying pretty full. I'm having to use the fridge still, so yeah, not doing too bad. anything else in there we could destroy? Cooking, electrical, dismantle, video game. Yeah. No, that's everything that we've got in there that we can dismantle, which is good. How is our electrical skill doing anyway? It's coming on. Mechanics is coming on. Metalworking is coming on. We've got across the road as well, if I remember rightly, we've got I need to put our book away. We've got a laundromat. I think it's a laundromat anyway. We'll be able to go over and break down all of those like dryers and washing machines and that, and it just means we can use that to, you know, throw up the skill point in metalworking as well, because we do need that skill to get up before we can actually do some repairs on the boot of this car over here as well, because we do want it back in good order. I want it back in good working order. Actually, what I think of it, we've got stuff in the boot here, don't we, that we wanted to get out. Let's take all of this. I should leave them in there. Let's take these out and just fill them up this way. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Pour that into that. That gives you that. I'm going to leave that in there. And then I'm going to take these out. Fishing rod. Perfect. There's not a hell of a lot that we need in the back of that car, really. Not a hell of a lot at all. Which was in that propane tank? A decent amount. Won't complain about that. Decent amount. And empty gas cans. We're chucked in there for the minute. We've got plenty of them, you know. From being able to gather fuel and things like that, we've done bloody good. Done really good. We could do it. We got another metal sheet. We could stick it up on that wall over there. I'm gonna dump this canister of propane in the next room. You know, stray bullet. Anything that happens in the house, fire. You don't want that propane tank anywhere near you, do you? We've got a full one. Beaut. We've got loads. We're doing pretty well. Yeah, we're just in a pretty healthy position all around. We're just gonna have to start, you know, quality of life stuff in this house. You know, tidying it up, getting some more bits and pieces made, making it a bit more relevant. Last but not least, got one more backpack in here. This was a decent one as well. We got plenty of food in here and bits and pieces. Did we have anything for the composter? No, we did not. I can't get over the amount of weapons that we've got. I really can. We're going to be building stacks of crates here as well to put all this kit in. Perfect. And oh, that needs a magazine. We don't have that, do we? What magazine is it? 44 Magnum magazine. So that would have been a bit of a beast of a weapon to have. I think we've got some. Yeah, we do. We got some rounds for that bad boy. That's a shame. But we've got our shotgun, so we're alright. We're not doing too bad in that department. Is there anything else for in here? Let's get these in here. And the rest is for the back room here. Get these in the fridge. Wowzer. done pretty well actually. We've done better than I actually said. We're not neutral. We're gaining a good few days here. 3 days worth of food there. Not a bad haul at all. And we can stick these away in our first aid room, if you want to call it that. Is there anything else in there that we need to get rid of? Vitamins. We don't need them. Is it fatigue they deal with? I think that's what it is, isn't it? They just deal with fatigue, which isn't overly concerning unless you're in a kind of battle situation. Do any of you use them at all in your kind of day-to-day project Zomboid activities? I haven't really used them at all, to be brutally honest. I haven't really used them at all. That's everything emptied out of the car. Perfect. It's getting late. It's getting very late. Let's chuck this. Forget about it for a minute. Let the rain come down. Paddy could do with a good night's sleep and resting up his back as well, couldn't he? He's been against it. He has been against it. Out in the wilds. That takes it down. And he's starving, is he? That's not a good position to be either, because he could quite easily die in the night. Let's take the edge off that. Chips. There we go. But has that put him on a gain again? No. We want to keep him in that position, get him down to 80. It's a really delicate balancing act, and I've seen on the Discord channel as well, you know, people discussing, you know, how do you actually do it, you know, keep it nice and balanced. And I think it's just like anything. I think they've got the nutrition system pretty well set up in this game, that you have to keep his nutrition. You know, you go around eating bags of crisps and things like that the whole time, he's going to gain weight. It's as simple as that. It's just how the cookie crumbles, isn't it? We need to stick our backpack in there as well. Now, is there anywhere else we can get some wood quite quickly? Carpentry, disassemble that door. We don't really need these doors up. Actually, you don't leave them as they are, because I'm potentially going to be turn this into a compound. Yeah, I'm going to leave them where they are. I'm not going to ruffle any feathers there. I think what we actually need to do is we need to go over and chop some wood. That is really what we need to do. But that rain's probably done us the world of good here. It's topped up these plants quite nicely. Well watered, flourishing, beautiful. We'll have those spuds in no time. We need to get our axe. Do we need our spear? We'll drop them out here. We don't want to just leave them out here. Take them in with us. Kind of a centralized hub here with all our gear that we're not taking with us. So we're going to need a hammer. We're not really updating a map at the minute because, well, we're not in a normal area, are we? So let's just get rid of these. I know it's literally like 0.1. Let's just get rid of them out of our inventory. There's no point having them with us. But what we'll do, guys, I'm going to leave this episode here for this evening. What we'll do is, next episode, we're going to go gather ourselves some wood, and we'll start to build the furniture around here, because we need to store these weapons correctly. They're just sitting on the floor. We need to make this place a little bit more organised and make it more a home as well. We've set up our walls, which is great, but let's start working on the inside now. Let's start organising it a little bit better, making it easy for us to get around our house as well. But guys, thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye bye.